Oh, Danny, I've got a feeling about this match, and you know my instincts are never wrong. Coming up next, newcomer Nikki LeRoy, set to face Tiana of the Sectarians. We hardly ever see Danny, so that's right off the bat, that's strange.
The following ladies contest is set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Marseille, France, here is Nikki LeRoy.
One of the newest gals on the ladies roster, Nikki LeRoy, the daughter of Lady T. LeRoy, RWL Hall of Famer, and Nikki LeRoy, a former fitness model, and boy does it show. She's in terrific shape, but she had an unlucky draw. Let me tell you, she's facing Tiana from the Sectarians, who hardly ever shows up, so that's going to be really weird.
It's definitely going to be, whenever the Sectarians show up, it's always an unusual situation. It's become more and more progressively unusual as time has gone on. The smoke and mirrors routine of the Sectarians is starting to wear thin. At least it is for me, Danny.
Yeah, it starts to grate after a while, but it does have an effect. The Sectarians do have fans. God help me, they got fans.
Absolute degenerate dregs of society, Danny. When they talk about baskets of deplorables, anyone who's a fan of the Sectarians certainly fits the bill here. I'm wishing Nikki LeRoy good luck in this encounter with Tiana. And with the Sectarians, anything is likely to happen, as you can see.
We Sectarians and all of our children welcome you, Nikki LeRoy. You shall be our instrument of example, as we want the world to see what happens to those foolish enough to defy the Sectarian will, which is only for their benefit. In any case, you shall serve as our demonstration tonight, as you appear to be expendable to our RWL, serving our purpose far more usefully. And so, I would have you meet my daughter, joined by Amanda Robinson, her right arm for this evening. Tiana is going to make an example of you. We are sorry about this, but you have been chosen.
And you know, Gino, I just got through talking about how weird the Sectarians have gotten, but this one takes the cake. Tiana making her way down to the ring with Amanda Robinson and whatever the hell that thing is. It ain't no backpack.
I can provide some background on this. Johnny Bianco has provided me with some information here. That apparently is the head of Angelus Vulcan. Apparently Vulcan was a wrestler in the Sectarians during the time of Xavier Youngblood, before Kaz Manson took over. And apparently this Angelus Vulcan has passed away, and they're using his desiccated head as some sort of means of communication with the other world. Of course, any fool can see it's a hollowed-out jack-o'-lantern with an appliance bulb inside. Honestly, as I said, Danny, smoke and mirrors. Look at that. Come on.
Look, you know, they did have a guy, Angelus Vulcan, and he did pass away, but I sincerely doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that that is the desiccated head of Angelus Vulcan. The Sectarians just get weirder and weirder every week. And this matchup here with Nikki LeRoy, it's likely to get even stranger than it already is.
You know, Dan, it's an interesting point that Johnny Bianco brought up. Now, we understand it's completely silly, it's smoke and mirrors, it's all Halloween nonsense. But the danger is that these people actually have people that follow and believe them. That's the true danger of these people.
Trouble is, it's about to get very, very real for Nikki LeRoy. Well, all right, here we go. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. They jump center ring. Nikki LeRoy takes a swing at Tiana. Tiana counters. Nikki LeRoy counters. Gets a hold of Tiana. She's got her up. Talk about power. This gal, no nonsense. Look at that slam. Face first into the canvas. Down goes Tiana. A big elbow drop right across the chest of Tiana. A rebound off the ropes from Nikki LeRoy. A big crushing splash. Here's a pin. 1. No dice. Tiana gets back up. Nikki LeRoy catches a knee. Delivers a headbutt to Tiana. Rounds her up for a bear hug, and you know she's strong enough to do it.
She certainly has it locked in very well. No, unfortunately, Tiana is going to disengage the hold.
Tiana Marquez with a clothesline to Nikki LeRoy. Takes her down. Amanda Robinson on the apron. Already disengaging the turnbuckle. An elbow from Tiana. Another clothesline to Nikki LeRoy. Down she goes. Nikki LeRoy catches a shot to the side of the head. Tiana rounds her back up. Picks her up over the shoulder. Takes a walk with her. Head first into the steel. Oh, that sucks. Nikki LeRoy rolls out to the floor. Tiana with a double axe handle right across the top of the head. Tiana Marquez slams Nikki LeRoy on the floor. There's a splash. The referee already counting. Tiana in control of Nikki LeRoy right now. There's another splash. And Tiana Marquez delivering quite a beating over here to Nikki LeRoy, which I suppose was the plan all the way along. Nikki LeRoy counters, gets back up, gets herself back inside the ring. Tiana taking the long way around. Makes her way back in. Amanda Robinson already was trying to assist with a steel chair, a jumping neckbreaker from Tiana to Nikki LeRoy. It's like a handicap match in there for this poor kid. Here's another pin. 1, 2.
It certainly is a huge disadvantage having Amanda Robinson at ringside. Traditionally, Amanda Robinson always up to no good whenever she's at ringside.
Tiana Marquez takes herself all the way up to the top turnbuckle here. Nikki LeRoy's laid out center ring. Big time splash right across the chest and midsection of Nikki LeRoy. Tiana with a discus punch takes down Nikki LeRoy. Nikki rounded up again. A couple of hard lefts and elbow to the face. LeRoy counters. Whips Tiana to the ropes, ducks under, leapfrogs. Tiana catches an elbow and down she goes center ring. Nikki LeRoy bounces off the ropes, delivers another crushing splash. But Tiana, she rebounds off again and she's going to go a second time. Tiana Marquez back up onto her feet, catches the right and gets shoved down to the canvas. And Nikki LeRoy, talk about power. Here she comes charging. A counter from Tiana and a counter from Nikki LeRoy, slamming Tiana to the center of the ring. Tiana Marquez whips to the corner. Nikki LeRoy with a running splash and an elbow to the face. Shoves Tiana outside the ring. Flip over neck whip doesn't quite find the mark. Nikki LeRoy still got the crowd behind her. There's a stomp to the leg of Tiana. Tiana rounded back up. Nikki LeRoy with the upper hand right now. Tiana all the way up with a quick counter. Goes behind on Nikki LeRoy, delivers a shot to the back. Whips her to the ropes, has a... Oh! That's a hell of a fight spine buster. There's a pin. 1, 2. Again, just a 2. And Tiana don't like it. Nikki LeRoy rolling to the outside. Tiana up on the top turnbuckle. Here she comes. Whoa! Quick counter into a power slam. Nikki LeRoy. Talk about a powerful gal. Tiana rounded back up, a spinning elbow. And another splash to Tiana. As the referee continues to count, there's another splash. Nikki LeRoy trying to knock out all the wind. Hey, a third one. Wow. She's definitely got the advantage now. Tiana rolls back inside the ring. Now might be a good time to go for a pin. Nikki LeRoy with the crowd in the palm of her hand here. All the way up to the top turnbuckle. Here she comes. Elbow across the chest of Tiana. Here's another pin. 1, 2. You gotta be kidding. Tiana still in the game here. Nikki LeRoy starting to get a little frustrated. A heel hook stretch from Nikki LeRoy to Tiana. Nikki LeRoy releases the hold. Rounds up Tiana by her hair. Has her up over the shoulders. Fireman's carry position. Cyclone. What a slam. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Now, you know, Gino, I really would have thought that would have been the end of it.
Apparently not. But Nikki LeRoy still with the upper hand here.
Tiana slowly getting back to a standing position here. She's got a hold of Tiana, slammed head first into the turnbuckle. A hard right hand from Nikki LeRoy, another one. Nikki LeRoy countered by Tiana, who rounds her up into a bear hug. The ropes are right there. The referee tells her to break it up. Walt Rothburn right on top of things here. A quick counter from Nikki LeRoy. A right, a left, and a hard shot to the midsection. And Nikki LeRoy taking control back away from Tiana in this matchup. Very important. Be good for her to make the sectarians look stupid. There's a whip to the ropes. A duck under from Nikki LeRoy. A leapfrog and an elbow takes Tiana down center ring. Tiana rounded up, and a discus punch in retaliation from Nikki LeRoy to Tiana. Nikki LeRoy countered by Tiana, quickly back up on her feet. There's a kick that takes Nikki LeRoy down to the canvas. An elbow drop right across the chest. Tiana back on her feet and trying to take control back here. Nikki LeRoy in the corner. Tiana charges. There's a splash. Nikki LeRoy falls out towards center. A rebound off the ropes. And another crushing splash from Tiana. Nikki LeRoy back in trouble again. Tiana with a stomp to the arm. Tiana Marquez takes herself to the outside. Nikki LeRoy laid out near center. And here she comes. Elbow drop right across the chest again. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. And just like that, this one's all over. Tiana picks up the win over Nikki LeRoy by pinfall.
Well, it seems the ring announcer doesn't want to get within a mile of Tiana. Really can't say I blame him, but she wins this match over Nikki LeRoy in exactly 8 minutes. And she certainly cuts an intimidating figure, doesn't she?
She sure does. What a matchup. Nikki LeRoy gave it a pretty good performance, but Tiana Marquez was just a little bit too much. Boy, these sectarians are sure weird. We'll be back with more championship wrestling right after the break. Stay with us.